Hey, family, TACC man, how's your spirit? Talk to me. Tell me something good. We got a nice one tonight. We're going to talk about. My voice is kind of hoarse, so forgive me. We're going to talk about the difference in positive and negative of media. How negative media gets a lot of promotion and positive. It's just like in rap. Rap started out. It had the positive, and through whatever means, it 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 turned to something else. What's up, Johnny?
Up, Rich? You looking
Yo.
good? Looking real good. Look like you in Miami Beach.
Yeah, 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 yeah. With
With
the white on
the
white.
white tape. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Look like you in Miami.
Yeah, man. I just got to get the viewers up. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about today. That the negative and the positive of media, like how negative information gets blasted millions. There's got to be something crazy. But when you speak in positive,
They don't want to hear it. They
yeah,
don't
it
want to
takes
hear it.
longer. No, they want to hear it, but they don't want to do the work that it takes to do the right thing. See, that's it's a difference. It's not just they don't want to hear it. People want to hear it because with all the craziness going on in the world, motherfuckers need some love right now. They need a hug, a kiss. You
Yo,
know what I'm
they
saying?
they need a hug. Yo,
But the whole thing is this right here. They rather uh they rather uh uh
hear the negative.
yeah, because
Hit.
that's what sells, and,
That's
and,
that's
and
what sells everything.
yeah, and that's what people like, and
Yeah.
you know I know that what I'm saying is positive and is good because everybody that I sell my book to or read my book, they love it. I had a doctor that was a Charlie Kirk fan. Charlie Kirk was
Yo, Charlie Kirk. A
yeah,
Charlie Kirk fan?
yeah, and she loved my book, man. This is my pain doctor. She's the first one to buy it. I came into the office and she's like, look, and she showed me my book. I felt so good, man. Like I got a picture with her and everything with the book. But I went to a seminar kind of thing the other Thursday with the trauma with the
Yeah.
hospital. Like I told you, they gave me an award, and I got and spoke. And one guy bought a book, and I gave three away to have first relationships down the road. And even one of the people I connected with was, I think it was Man Up and something Kings. Man Up people drove me home, so that was a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah. That's good.
Yeah, and that's networking. And then when I gave my book, and because it was in the auditorium of the hospital, so auditorium's big, so everybody, I passed my book around, everybody took a read, took a look, you know what I'm saying. So, and I got a lot of like thumbs up, so maybe a lot of them will purchase it, I don't know, hopefully, inshallah.
Yo, as long as you networking, everything
Yeah,
gonna come out positive.
it's no question, no question, but it's about having a positive mental attitude,
Yeah,
and and and
yo,
and what you
Rich,
put out there will come back.
Rich, I look at it like this,
Hmm.
and not to say this negative. If you took over a whole block on 144th Street and made everybody come buy your stuff, you're gonna buy. You doing the same thing
Just a
with the
different
book.
product. That's it.
It's a product.
Yeah.
As long as if the product is good to read,
Yeah.
they're gonna buy it.
No
They
question.
they're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so far they've been buying it.
Inshallah. But my thing is, I want to get some people to embrace the program. Okay, he had to go. I guess his wife came in. But that's the most important thing to me. Getting people to embrace the program so they can start the healing process. And a lot of people need healing. A lot of people need to go through this process. But it's going to take time. You still there, Johnny? Oh, you must be talking to your wife. Let me start with this right here. Reasons why negative programs get exposure and positive ones don't. Fear sells ads. Hope does not. Let me say that again. Fear sells ads. Hope does not. Negative content triggers threat response, longer attention, more ad revenue. And see, this is what it's about. It's not about uh helping the people or doing, it's about the money. And when you own a big uh news output, you going with what makes the money. And that's just how that go. If it bleeds, it leads. I see you, Johnny. You still on. You froze right now. Okay, add the stage.
I'm
There
not
you go.
froze. Somebody called my phone trying to beep in.
Oh, okay. No, no, you back
So
on.
yeah, yeah. So I restarted it. So I'm back on.
Yeah.
But keep doing what you're doing, Rich. You're striving to perfection.
Yes,
Remember,
sir.
I'm there for you. You're
Ain't no
striving
question.
to be. You, yo, Rich. I remember everything you said. You said I was sitting in my cell, contemplating and thinking about all the things I gotta do and writing them on little sticky icky papers
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
now, and now you're doing it. Okay,
yes,
from
sir.
Newark, New Jersey to Brooklyn. No, from Newark, New Jersey to downtown Manhattan to Brooklyn, and now you're doing it.
Yes, sir.
O- Okay, after all that adversity, you went through a lot. You
Yes.
almost lost your life. You
Yeah.
almost, literally, you almost lost your life.
Mm-hmm.
So God don't want you to die yet.
Oh, no
He,
question. I know I
he
got a
wants you to
reason.
be he
Yeah, I got a
he he
purpose.
he, because you could have died.
Yeah, no question.
Nobody. I wouldn't even known. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even known until matter of fact, Larry Moe called. No, my man called me.
Uh-huh.
My man called me. You don't. Ah man, you don't know him,
Mm-hmm.
but he's from 142nd Street. Pop Gotti, little young dude,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me, and I'm like, what? Then I called Larry Moe. Larry Moe said, "Yo, I'm with Mike now," and I'm like, "Yo, ask Mike, did Rich get shot?" And Mike was like, I gotta look into it. That's how I found out. And you seen I came to the hospital. I came right to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? What? Nah, I'm coming to the hospital. Even though I got the stroke and all that stuff, I'll let something off for you. I can't I can't say a lot about a lot of them dudes over there.
Yeah.
Cause they still stuck in 44th Street.
Yeah.
But yo, you're doing it. You're doing
Yeah.
it well.
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing it. You're
Yeah.
doing it real well.
I'm on the beach right now in San
No, no,
Tropez.
no, no. Um, um, it looked like how
Like
can I?
the Hamptons, an
Yeah,
all white
yeah.
affair at the
Say that.
Hamptons. Yeah.
It looked like you in the Hamptons with the all white affair. You sure Puff Daddy not with you?
No, no.
with
Pause.
with the baby all in the background.
Ain't none of that here. But yeah, but yeah, this it's and as I create these programs, and these different, topics, you know, different things come to me, and this is why these topics are what they are. Like I was just saying, fear sells ads, hope does not.
Yeah,
Negative content triggers threat response. Longer attention, more ad revenue. It's about the money.
yeah,
It's no other way about it. And like the second one is, so if it bleeds, it leads. Violence is dramatic,
yeah,
simple
yeah,
simple to film, and requires no context. And this is what a lot of people must understand, that when you're trying to do something positive in life, it's going to take time,
and,
and you just have to get a momentum, and you just have to stay consistent. And I'm consistent. This is why I do it every day,
yeah.
to
You
to,
you
to
you
get in
do
the
it.
algorithm, so and put something on a person's brain every day. I'm giving a person food for thought every day,
Yeah,
out of the
because
things I've gone through and I've learned.
and you want to hit some funny, Rich?
Yeah.
If I don't know you and we on a train and you bump me, people pull out their phones and take a video of it. But if
Hmm.
something positive going, they don't want to see that. Negative sells a lot.
No, but the whole thing is like this, right? With me having all these videos on all platforms,
Yeah,
my
I
my,
see
jo- my
that.
joint my joint is starting to get out. They got me
Yeah,
on the main thoroughfare with YouTube and
yeah,
and and
I
and
see
and,
that.
and, and Facebook and TikTok and
And,
you
and,
know
and
and
all
and,
that.
and Kick. So now, after about a year or so, wherever I go, people are gonna probably
Recognize you.
recognize me. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
recognize you.
yeah, exactly. And then that's when things will start to, manifest, and I start getting more people to participate in the platform and the program, and do the necessary things to grow, and to change. Once I'm able to do that, then it's going to be a lot greater for me to bring the people in. But you have to be visual. One thing about positive, you have to be visual a lot. And
Yeah,
like I said, this is why I go on every day to give people food for thought every day. And after a while, of course, a lot of times when you're doing positive, they look and see like how long this dude gonna last. He
yeah,
probably ain't gonna let. But once you go consistent every day,
yeah.
and you bang them out, and you give them substance. See, this is the thing. After a while, what you say is going to touch them in some kind of way.
In some kind of way.
Yeah. So you just have to
Yeah,
keep at it. You just have to keep at it. And this is why I keep coming up with different topics, because I know that, once I get the movement going, it's going to be like a steamroll, and then everything is going to fall in place.
yeah.
So, that's the blessing. You watching the
Yeah.
Knicks?
I'm watching the Knicks and Cleveland Cavaliers.
Who winning?
The Knicks are winning now. This the third game.
How much? What's the how many is 2-1
Seven.
one?
No, two zip. The Knicks.
Okay, good.
Two zip.
So after this, they go to the champ, the chip.
Yeah, they go to the
Okay,
championship after
all
this.
right, that'll be good. That'll be good for us to bring one in for since Walt Frazier.
Yeah,
That's the
thank
last
you.
time, yeah, since Walt Frazier in the '70s.
Yeah, the 70s. That's what they all talking about.
That'll be
Yep,
good.
they talking about that. Yeah, oh, let me show you something. See, positive energy.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my wife right there. You know.
Yeah,
And look, yo,
yeah, the duck.
I'm trying to set the basketball hoop up, for my son.
Uh huh.
You
Oh,
know,
outside, outside.
yeah, outside, but
Okay.
he got to wait. He got to wait. Because I'm trying to set it up, but my wife really gonna set it up. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm
Hey,
surprised. I'm surprised you still on.
oh yeah. No, you know why I'm still on? Because she's watching something on Facebook and stuff like that. Yeah, she's over there. I'm over here. It's relaxing.
That's right.
That's all I can do is
Amen.
relax.
That's right.
You
Yeah.
know.
But
Hey
yeah,
yo,
you know.
when the last time you heard from Footsie?
No, I ain't heard from her since that time. And yeah.
So anytime you need your hair done,
Oh,
call
I
me.
would never fuck with her ever again.
How come?
She don't know how to do it. The girl I got now, she do my shit right. I don't play with my hair. She don't really
Oh,
know how to do hair. She don't really know how to do hair.
man,
But I know what you was talking about. We gonna leave it like that so you don't give yourself away.
yeah, yo, no, cause I was gonna say, yo, I'll call her for you. I'll be like, yo,
Nah,
go back over to Rich House and do his
nah,
hair.
no, I don't want to do my hair no more. Yeah, you know, certain things, are just not meant in life.
Yeah, yeah,
you
it's
know,
not, it's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you know.
yeah. Yo, tell Al you got somebody that want to talk to him, man. I
Let me
want to
see
see
if I
what.
let me see if I can get him on right now. Hold up.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, Al, what's up?
Let me see if I can get
I
him
remember
on.
when Al was real skinny.
Let me see if I can get him on. Oh no.
Oh man.
Let me see if I can find him and get him on. Where's he at? Let me see. Let me
Hey,
see. There we
babe,
go.
the dog peed, huh, in the kitchen.
Let me see. Let me see. Okay, no. Let me go back here. I tried to get him in. Let me see. See, I couldn't bring him in. I don't know why. Oh, I just sent it. Let me see. Couldn't send.
He
I
might
don't
be at
know.
church. He
No,
might
I
be
just
at church.
I couldn't send it. It don't no. It don't matter where you at. It wouldn't let me send it. Okay, let me go back, man. Yeah, I like it like that when it's big like that. But yeah, it is what it is. But go ahead, do your thing so I can do this program.
Okay, okay,
Thank you, my brother, for always
checking in.
representing and checking in.
Yeah, all right then.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Okay,
All right, one. Yeah, see, that's a blessing, when the person, supports you no matter what, and that's a good thing. Okay, where was I at? Three. Bad news is immediate. Good news takes time. A shooting happens in seconds. Tax chain breaking takes months to show, which means, through adversity comes change. It's going to take time. And then after people get to see me, of course, I'm on all platforms. uh what's going to happen is, when I'm out and about, then they're going to start seeing me and talking, which is the good thing. Conflict has clear villains and victims. Positive programs have ambitious systematic wins, because positivity is about helping people. Negativity is about breaking stuff down. Total difference. Journalists are trained to find problems, not solutions. Watchdog means exposing failure, not amplifying sources, amplifying success. And this is just how it is. And the reason why I'm bringing up this topic is because people, like the brother, like, why more people ain't coming on, and different things, the people we know, this, that, why they don't support when you looked out for so many people in life, period. And a lot of times in life, people are not going to get down with anything until it's successful. They want to be a part of great. They don't want to be at the bottom. Like, what was it? One of them said, "You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym." They don't want that part. They want after you made it to the NBA. So that's just life. But once it does become something of prominence, you're going to see it's going to be people coming from all over the place, a part of tech. Algorithmic amplification. Social media boosts outrage because it drives engagement metrics. See, so it's the negative. Negative sales, positive don't. Negative stories are cheap to cover. One crime reports versus following a program's longitudinal outcomes, and that's the truth. That's the real truth. You know, because you have to go through one thing is setting yourself to be better, to change, to make this, and then boom, 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 so forth and so on. But negative, look, this is what it is. It's a villain. This is a victim. Let's roll. It's cut and dry. But if you want to make change in your life, you have to go through adversity to make the change. That's why it's called TACC. Through adversity comes change. Good news is dismissed as PR or fluff. Editors kill positive stories, fearing they look not naive, and it's sad, in this day and time that the negative sells more than positive. But the whole thing is the powers that be. They can't make money off of positive, and they can't keep us divided with positive. See, positive bring us together. Negative keeps us separated, and the only way they can win is keep us separated. Just what they do. Crisis creates urgency. Prevention is invisible. No one headlines nothing bad happened today thanks to TAC. Pundits profit from polarization. Healing programs don't generate hot takes. And see, like I said, it's just how life is. It's about the dollar. It's about money. Excuse me. And if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And I get it because I was like that one time. When I was on the negative side of the coin. But now I'm on the other side. My life is better. I feel a lot more positivity because I don't do negative no more. And negative is not. It doesn't feel good. So I don't do it. News cycles are 24 hours. Recovery cycles are years. Mismatch of time scales. So it's up and down. Negativity bias is hardwired in humans. Media exploits evolution, and People don't want to hear, about they want to hear negative, and especially right now with all the negativity that's in the news and going on around the world. People love that. They thrive from that. You know, and this is why it's hard to heal because so many people, thrive off of negativity. Ratings spike during disaster, drops during solution reporting, proven by research. So the whole thing is it's about getting the proper ratings, and you really can't learn nothing from negative. You learn not what to do and where not to be, but as far as negative, information, it's not like positive. Positive information gives you substance. It gives you something to look forward to, and it helps you to understand life. You can relate to certain things, but you have to be in that mindset. That's why yesterday was about the mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to be able to accomplish anything. And that's in life, period. Grant reviewers ask what problem, not what works. Problems get funded, success gets defunded. And that says it all. It says it all right there. Nonprofits compete for crisis dollars. A program that reduces adversity also reduces its own funding case. So you're not going to get the money, to help people as you would for, something crazy. Governments measure inputs, beds, arrests, not outcomes. Chains broken. Negative metrics are easier to count, because it happens so much, they can keep track of it. Insurance and legal system reward punishes negative, not rewarding positive. Liability drives exposure. Politicians get elected on fear campaigns, not hope campaigns. Positive programs don't win swing votes. And you see, what we have to understand in them swing states, those are a bunch of people who really don't care about us anyway. So we have to always understand that it's only until something really bad happens that they're going to change their mind, like what's going on now. The gas prices, the food prices, the farmers losing their businesses. They're losing the contracts to overseas. Now they can't even get the contracts back, because they've gone to other countries. So this is why, his crew MAGA is in an uproar right now because they're losing. And they thought they was going to just make us lose, and what they found out is no, is mostly hurting them. So you know you're not going to see too much of that on the news. You only hear the crazy rhetoric. But that's just how life is. Psychological and cultural. Viscerous trauma is contagious. Viscerous healing is not. People share pain more readily than peace. And that's so true. And in order for you to heal, you have to be able to let go of the pain. A lot of people are not willing to do that. They're so comfortable with being uncomfortable that it is what it is. But like I always say, you have to learn to be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable so that you can one day be comfortable with being comfortable. Negativity feels more real to burned out audiences. Positivity is dismissed as toxic positivity. And a lot of people don't want to go through the adversities and make the changes because They're comfortable where they're at in life. They're comfortable with being, where they are. And I get it. But, when you want things in life, in order for you to do better, you got to be better. The only way you can be better is go through your adversities, make the change, learn the lies from the truth, heal, and then start doing the right thing. Social status comes from exposing corruption, not from celebrating repairs. Cynicism is a market of intelligence. Communities bond over shared enemies more than shared solutions. Negative creates tribe, positive dissolves it. And see, this is what they want us to believe, and like I tell you, it takes a village. And the only way we're going to get it back is we have to become that village again. Failure is mentioned. No, failure is memorable. Success is expected and forgotten. Tact beating odds is less sticky than a train wreck. Saying through adversity comes change. Beating odds is less sticky than a train wreck. That's saying something crazy. The human brain processes negative events faster than and stories than. No, let me say that again. I told you I'm dyslexic, so I see things backwards at times. The human brain processes negative events faster and stores them longer. Positive requires active reframing, meaning like, people will cling to negative more than they cling to positive. Positive, they got to rethink it. The tension economy. Okay, the attention economy is built on scarcity and alarm. Calm does not monetize. Think about that. We're so backwards that calm is supposed to be the one that monetized, and the violence is supposed to be the one that's not monetized. We've let these people make us backwards, but we can make a change. You know, we just gotta keep doing the right thing. Existing power structure benefits from keeping people afraid. A chained person is easier to control, and that's the truth. And it's like they're trying to go back to that, but I doubt it very seriously. It won't work. I don't think they have to do it so subtly, and just like lock everybody up at one time, for that to work. But if like out in the open and the slaves, nah, they'll get slaughtered, and that's just the truth. Negative programs often have billionaire backers. Example, private prisons, outrage media. Positive program has grassroots. So that's why it's longer for it to grow, because the rich people fund it, and they have so many connections, they gonna make it blow because their money is involved. When you have grassroots, it's just a few people. Legal discovery favors failure. You can sue over a negative outcome. You cannot sue over missed positive potential, and that's sad. Metrics like GDP, crime rates, and unemployment are negative focuses. No national index measures chains broken. And see, I'm not seeing this. Now, what can be done about it? Media ignores good news. Solution. Flip the frame. Pitch why does the system hide solutions as an investigative story, not a feel good piece. That makes sense. Why does a system hide solutions as an investigative story, not a feel good? Wow. I never looked at it that way, and I'm going to try it. All right. The problem algorithm bury positivity. Solution manufacture control outrage. Powers that be tried to stop TACC is a negative hook that leads to positive content. I got it. Funders love problems. Show the cost of interaction, dollars saved by chain broken, negative framing of the status quo funded your positive work. Human negativity bias. Use contract storytelling. Start with a worse adversity, then show the chain. The negative hooks pulls them in, the positive keeps them. I see what they're saying. I see what they're saying. No metrics for healing. Create your own index, chains broken per quarter, and feed it to local data journalists. Got you. Isolation of positive programs. Form a coalition of other ignored positive programs. Collective voice, solo voice. You don't fight fire with fire. You fight fire with story. The question isn't why do they ignore us? It's how do we make ignoring us more costly than covering us? Now let's get here. Programs that break change is being buried. Here's why. Through adversity come change have proven methods to turn trauma into transformation. So why do media funders and policymakers keep ignoring it while pouring billions into programs that only manage crisis? That's something that has to be answered. Every night on the news, you see the same cycle: violence, scandal, failure, repeat. What you never see is what actually works. And this is one of the things I said I see in a lot of programs and platforms that are out. I hear about the problem, but I don't hear solutions. Tech is the solution. Like I said, it's going to take time, but inshallah, I would love for it to get as big as Gillian Wallows or Shannon Sharp or uh, any of the other platforms that are doing their thing, you know. But it has to be where is uh I get the people in it first. You got you cause you have to do a lot of stuff like Wallow. Wallow came home, he was doing his thing every day in the rain, snow, hell, yeah, and like he said, and then he got with the right people, and then things open up, and this is how it works, and he's speaking positive. He's not speaking negative, you know. So it takes time. Because a healed community doesn't need their prisons, their pills, or their pity. Here's why positive programs like TAC get buried alive and what happens when one refuses to stay down. Why TAC works. Adversity, accountability, chain growth. Measurable deductions in recidivism, relapse, and despair. Why it's ignored. No crisis, no headline. No failure, no follow up funding. No permission, no access to rooms where decisions are made. What TAC did anyway: build its own chain, refused to beg for exposure, started asking the questions no one else will. Who profits from your pain? You got to ask yourself, who profits from your pain? And would healing be better? Ask yourself these questions. Call of action for journalists. I'm not asking you to write a feel good story. I'm asking you to investigate a suppression. Talk to the people tax saved. Talk to the gatekeepers who blocked it. Then ask yourself, why are we trained to look at the fire, never at the fire extinguisher that actually works? Deep. Example, headline variations, if published. The one program that breaks chains and why you've never heard of it. They rather film the fire instead of suppression of the positive programs. TACC versus the machine. Why hope doesn't sell but fear does. And see the beautiful thing about this, right? It's so easy. Yes, please. It's so easy for us to do the right thing, but it's so many of us that have been stuck uh where we are, and we've comfortable with where we are. And the fear of making change is like, oh no, I can't do that. That that something good might happen. It's just like I was watching my boy, they call him Paul, but Cocky G. He's on the 10 levels and 10 toes down podcast. He went on there first night drunk and did and act crazy. I don't even think he's down with it no more. And a lot of times that's people are afraid of success. So they sabotage themselves. So the thing is, you got to make your life the best you can make it. You can't just do bull, man. You have to get it together. We at the age to whereas we need to live life better. I want to send something to reporters, whoever might see this. I run a program called TAC. Through adversity comes change. We take people trapped in cycles of trauma and help them build a literal and metaphorical change out. Accountability, structure, purpose, and growth. It works. But powers that be don't want you to know that. Here's what I'm asking you to investigate. Why do negative programs, prison crisis, management, outrage, media get billions in funding and endless coverage, while positive programs like TAC and others get ignored, defunded, and buried? Uh, Evidence I can prove. Testimonies from people TAC have pulled out of adversity. Comparison data. What the system spends on managing failure versus what tax spends on building change. Emails, records of grants denied that praise our outcome but funded someone else's crisis model anyway. Expert sources on media bias towards negativity. What's up, baby boy? How's the brother? Pimpin', pimpin', pimpin'. What's happening, my brother? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And what I'm saying is, I'm not asking for a fluff piece. I'm asking for investigation into suppression. Um, what we have to do as a people to get positivity out, we have to support each other. We have to come together. The only way we're going to do that is we have to uh first we have to heal. Like I said, we have to mobilize. Start Yeah, the Knicks is doing their thing. We have to start doing what we need to do as a people so that we can help each other to move to the next level, because what's going on right now in the world is crazy, and the only way we're going to combat that is come together and start living right and doing the right thing, and this is what this is about. I've lived my life on that bad side, and now I love where I'm at, and I love giving information that help people, because if I can help somebody not go through what I went through in life, man, it's a beautiful thing. And like I say, this is also my book, Through Adversity Come Change. It's on Amazon right now. You can get it. Uh, and I guarantee you to change your life. And it's a platform, it's a book, it's a program, and the only way that we're going to be able to accomplish what we need to accomplish is by your support. I need your support. I need your every way that you can help me, do it. Put the minutes, hours, minutes, seconds in. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your people. Let them know. Tell them to check it out. Because it's positive. I'm bringing positive. And the beautiful thing about it, when the ball starts to rolling, yeah, and I see it says show should be, yeah, the New York bestseller, yeah, but inshallah in time, you know. But like I said, I just want us all to win. It doesn't matter who you are, where you at in life. I want us all to win, cause we all brothers, inshallah. We all brothers and sisters, cousins, distant cousins. We come from two people, Adam and Eve, period. So we all family. Let's act like family. And our greedy cousins, we have to, you know, gravitate away, and show them that, it's not about the money, it's about the healing, it's about the community, it's about the village coming together, helping each other to live right and do the right thing, and when we do that, man, we can't lose. This is the thing. They make us feel that we don't have hope, or we don't. No, as long as they're God, we're gonna be all right. And we got to keep doing what we got to keep doing, and that's just simple. My day was fantastic. I can't complain. I got up and did my laundry. I had the girl come in and clean, wipe the walls down, change the linen, all that kind of stuff. So, I had a great day. You know, um, I can't complain. I really can't complain, man. Life is good for me. I just want you guys to come on in and embrace this journey so we can get it started. It's nothing like being healed, man. Like I said, I'm at peace after going through all I went through. Even when I was there in prison, I was at peace. When I'm out, I'm at peace. You know, so it's just I'm not just being at peace. Now. It's been for a while. You know, um, Maybe a couple years before I came home. I found peace. Through doing this work. And like I said, I just want us to win. And the only way we can win is if we come together. And 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 it don't cost you nothing. That's the beautiful thing about it. It costs you nothing. But, people are gonna be people. People are gonna do what they want to do, and they're not gonna want to change or heal until they feel like it. So my thing is, I just have to keep going every day, giving y'all different things to put on your mind, to react to understand, to learn, and then we go from there. But I'm finna end this for the night. Y'all have a blessed night. Go Knicks, and I'll be back tomorrow with another topic. Through adversity come change. The only way we can heal, we got to go through it to get to it. Y'all have a blessed night. All right, Pimpin'. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed one here. Peace.